Hey, Natalie, I don't think you should make lunch anymore because, to be honest, it's not good. Don't say that. I worked so hard to make it. No, I really don't care. Just give me the money. I'd rather buy good food at school. Just money. That's not what a mother is supposed to do. Can you please stop calling yourself a mother? You're not my mother. I have a real mother. Mary, don't say that. I have tried my best to be your mother. You did that on your own, didn't you? And please don't come to my school anymore. You look so old and shabby. It's embarrassing to be seen by my friends. That's terrible. You don't have to say that. I don't need you to take care of me. I can take care of myself on my own, so don't bother me. But your father will be worried. It's none of his business. I'll decide what to do with me. I don't need your help at all. I understand. But you can always talk to me if you need anything. I don't have anything to talk to you, so I'm fine. In fact, I'm better off without you. It's refreshing in the house and less stressful. You hate me that much. It's no wonder. Your presence makes the atmosphere of the house worse. Still, as a family, I don't think of you as family. You are a stranger, that's all. But for your father, it's the same for him. I'm sure he thinks all you have to do is pay me. But I don't need love. Money is all I need. I don't need you at all anymore. I understand, but if something happens... I'm telling you, nothing. Will you stop talking to me now? Just talking to you annoys me. Okay. And one more thing. Don't ever come to school again. You don't have to say that much. No, really. My friends laugh at me every time you come. So don't ever come to school again. I understand, but if anything happens, I'm always here for you. I don't need to depend on you anymore. I can take care of myself, and I don't need your help at all. But your father is worried about you. I don't care what my father thinks. I'm talking to you. Still, as a family, we can do a little... Family? That doesn't exist anymore. You're just a roommate. That's all. Hey, what are you doing now? I'm putting away laundry, making dinner. Huh? You're still doing that? I have to do housework, don't I? You really are a person who doesn't get it, aren't you, old lady? Old lady? You know what? Why are you still staying at my house? Get the hell out of there, you piece of old hag! Mary, what now? What are you talking about all of a sudden? How brazen are you? What's wrong with you? This is my house. You have no more business here, so why don't you leave? This has been my home for 5 years. Why do you want to kick me out? You're annoying, really. You don't even know what I like to eat. You usually wash my laundry and your laundry together. That's what I don't like about you. I just want you to be grateful that I'm washing your clothes for you, really. I'm not good at cooking either, but I'm doing my best for you. So what? I'm saying it's bad because it's bad. Well, that's over now. What's over? When I was in high school, I used to make you do the housework. I'm a medical student now. I'm a promising medical student. You're no longer needed. I'll hire a more useful housekeeper or something, so you can leave. Isn't that a bit much? Kick me out and hire a housekeeper? Who is going to pay for that housekeeper? Mary, you are busy with your schoolwork and you don't have a part-time job. How are you going to pay the housekeeper? I don't have to pay for her. I'm going to ask my dad to pay her with a promotion, so I'll be fine. What do you mean by promotion? He can't afford to pay a housekeeper right now. Wouldn't it be better for both of us if you didn't think such a strange thing as kicking me out? Are you underestimating my dad? I'm not underestimating your dad. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. You're Brian's daughter. I know you don't have good feelings toward me, but I'm trying to guide you so that you don't make mistakes. Oh my God, you're so bossy. You give me goosebumps. I don't care about that. I'm a stranger to you. You're a housekeeper who underestimated my dad. Do you know how much my tuition costs? It's $400,000. Of course I know how much. But do you have even the slightest idea how much I sacrificed to pay for it? It's not easy for you to come up with a tuition to attend medical school. Don't call it sacrifice. If I become a doctor in the future, I can return the favor. Return the favor. So you're willing to kick your family out of your life for that? Don't call yourself family. You're not my family, and neither is my dad. You hate me so much, but I can't leave. Why not? No matter how much you hate me, this is my home too. I've been a part of this family since I married Brian. So what? We can get by without you, you useless old hag. Do you really think so? I even support Brian as well. I don't need support. As long as I have money, I don't need anything else. Money is not everything, Mary. You have to take care of your relationships too. That's enough. I don't need you to lecture me. I'm not lecturing. I'm just trying to keep you out of trouble in the future. I've already told you to leave, so get out. I can't leave. This is my home too, where I live with you and Brian. It's really annoying. If you insist on not leaving, I'll tell my dad. That's fine. I'll make sure to tell Brian how I feel. I understand. Then watch me. Mary. I know you married my dad for his money. Our life is fine without someone like you. It's time you let him go. I don't like seeing you at home either. Maybe you think your father paid for your tuition. I understand why you would think that, but you're wrong. You just don't understand that I have been working hard for you all these years. You're persistent. Anyway, you have to leave by the end of the weekend. If you still have your stuff when I get back, I'll throw it all away. I won't allow you to do such a selfish thing. Mary, why don't we have a talk with your father? I'm an elite medical student, remember? Of course I don't have time to talk to the housekeeper. A housekeeper? You have no respect for me at all. Have you ever given even the slightest thought to how much I've worked for you? I'll talk to Brian. I understand now. Just get out of there, you useless old hag. I'll be in touch. Brian, I'm a little concerned about something. Is this a good time?
What's on your mind?
Yeah, I was talking with Mary and something occurred to me.
Okay. What is it?
About her tuition fees. Haven't you talked to her? I told you that you should talk to her about it, didn't I? I thought you didn't have a good time to talk, but I thought you already told her about it.
What do you mean about tuition?
Huh? What do I mean? I mean, I'm paying for it. Brian, you're going through a tough time, so I'm paying for it because we are family.
Oh, that's what you meant. Of course, I appreciate that.
No, it's not that I want you to be grateful or anything. Mary doesn't seem to know about it. So, you haven't told her?
Is it so important who paid?
What? What do you mean?
You and I are a married couple. Is it really that important to tell her who paid? We are a family. It doesn't matter which one of us paid, does it?
I'm sorry, but I don't get it at all. Mary and I are not very close to begin with. I thought you said you hoped we could use this as an opportunity to build a relationship of trust. I'm afraid I'm going to be kicked out.
What do you mean you're going to be kicked out?
She's asking me to leave. Please talk to her, Brian.
That's my daughter. She's pretty strong, like I am.
It's not funny at all. You don't understand how I feel either.
I think I understand my daughter. I think she's spoiled and depending on you. Don't you think she's relying on you after all?
I don't think that's true.
She's okay, believe me.
It's not about believing or not believing. Anyway, let's make time next week and the three of us will talk.
Okay.
Brian, are you really thinking about it seriously? I want you to help me more so that our relationship can continue.
Of course I'm serious. I care about Mary.
I understand that. But I don't think she'll be convinced unless I give her a good reason why I should stay here.
Then I'll explain that properly too at the meeting next week.
Thank you, but I wish you would have handled it a little sooner.
I'm sorry.
I'm really begging you. Let's work together so that our family doesn't fall apart.
Yeah.
I suppose you finally understand your position. I've been telling you for 5 years, and you finally get it. Still, whether you really understand is a mystery. Hey, are you reading my text? Yes, I'm looking at it. You know, don't come back to my house anymore. I mean, don't come in. You don't belong here anymore. Are you talking about that again? I told you, me and Brian will have a talk next week. He is coming back from a business trip, so we'll talk then. So, I thought I'd get it over with before then. Get it over with? I've already changed the locks in the house, so you can't get in anyway. What? The locks? What are you talking about? Why did you do that? Of course, it was to keep you, a stranger, out of the house. Don't you get it yet? I didn't want a stepmother in the first place. But don't you think changing the locks is too much? That's how much I don't want you. You are not my parent. I've changed the locks on the house, and I'm hiring a housekeeper. So get out of my life. You'll regret this for the rest of your life. That's impossible. Have you ever given even the slightest thought to how much your irresponsible behavior will affect your life? It's not just about tuition. It's about the house and everything else in your daily life. Do you have any idea what will happen to you in the future if you do something so reckless? I don't care. I'll be more free without you. Is that the freedom you want? For you to become a doctor and succeed? Do you really understand how much your current life will affect you in the future? It doesn't matter. I can make it on my own. If you really believe that, look back at your actions first. I don't believe you will make yourself happy by doing something that will destroy your family. I don't want to hear your lecture. Then I'll stop paying your tuition. Huh? What are you talking about? You're a liar. Dad is the one who's paying for it. I see. I don't care anymore. I'm getting a little tired of this text, so let's end it. Okay, I will not return to that house. I'll cut ties with you too, and we'll become strangers. Is that okay? We were strangers to begin with. Well, that's true. Then let's go back to being strangers. I won't see you anymore, and I won't consider you family. I'll have you pay back the tuition, and I'm sure you'll regret it in the future. It's none of my business. I don't know why you're being so delusional. I don't need you. Not only me, but you're being unwanted by my father from the very beginning. You're scum who approached him for money. I know you were going to exploit me even more when I become a doctor, but that's not going to happen. Yes, whatever. You can say whatever you want. Well, I guess this is goodbye then. I'll hire a contractor to pick up my stuff, so please don't throw it away without my permission. Bye. I may never see you again. Hey, why are you ignoring me? I've been calling you a bunch of times since a while ago, okay? Can't you just stop ignoring my calls? You don't have anything to do on your own. You're bored, right? At least reply to me. My dad is mad at me. What the hell is going on? How can you still have such a high-handed attitude? I'm appalled. You're talking to a stranger and you still have that attitude? You should learn some manners. You'll be in trouble when you go out in the world. That relationships and courtesy are also important for you to be a doctor. You should know a little something about it. If you don't, no one will trust or respect you anywhere you go. I'm calling you because I'm in trouble. If you don't pick up, I won't be able to talk to you. Answer the phone. No, I'm not going to answer the phone. Unless you change your attitude, there's no point in talking to you. Huh? Why not? Don't you understand that I said I have something to tell you? Are you going to ignore me when I'm in trouble? I can't believe it. I don't have anything to do with you, and you were a stranger who has nothing to do with me anymore, right? Why should I spend my precious time to talk to you? Your trouble is a result of your own actions, isn't it? The mature thing to do is to solve it yourself. Huh? Oh yeah, if it's about money, you need to submit a repayment plan as soon as possible. I'll ask for a lawyer as well. I've already told Brian, but you probably know about it, right? About that? I'm a little confused. Why do I have to pay you back? I don't remember borrowing anything from you. You haven't asked Brian about that yet? Or that you don't understand it even if it was explained to you? I paid for all your tuition, $400,000. And it's your fault for not knowing that. If you had taken more interest in your family and money, you wouldn't be in this situation. What? Are you kidding me? I can't believe you paid such a large sum of money. Why should I joke about it? You forced me to pay for something you should have paid for. Don't tell me you won't return it. Neither you nor Brian. If you're going to be a doctor, you need to learn more than just tuition. Without a sense of responsibility and gratitude, it's hard to truly succeed. Wait a minute. Didn't Dad pay for that? Really? Then what he said earlier was... Are you saying it was all a lie? You were deceiving me? See, I knew it. Brian confessed, didn't he? But you can't accept it. That's your problem. You're not that good at studying, but you really wanted to get into medical school. So you managed to enter a private medical school's health department. But Brian couldn't afford that kind of tuition. I hoped that we could make things work out as a family if I pay for it. I paid it in the hope that we could make it work as a family, you know? I believe that at that point, I might be accepted as part of the family. I saw how hard you were studying, and I wanted to help in any way I could. But I never imagined that you would betray me in this way. Wait a minute. I didn't hear anything about that at all. So you're saying Dad has been hiding it all this time? What do you mean he can't pay? But you even changed the locks on the house to get rid of me, right? It doesn't matter now, though. Brian failed to start a business and got into debt. He's trying to rebuild it now. He's struggling but working on it. And thanks to the funding I provided, how could he possibly pay for your tuition? And the timing was perfect. What? Debt? My dad? Well, I'm sure he didn't mean to tell you about this. But I think it's important for you to know, don't you? Your daddy has no money left. He borrowed money from me and managed to pay off his other debts. But we're getting a divorce. We are complete strangers now, aren't we? You two are going to have to work very hard to pay me back, okay? If you hadn't thought about kicking me out, maybe none of this would have happened. I was hoping that you would have some understanding of how hard we worked to bond as a family. It's really sad to realize that it was all for nothing. I'm also disappointed in Brian, who didn't see this coming. Wait a minute. Okay, let me get this straight. You were the one who paid my tuition. My dad was in debt, and you helped him out. So you're saying you've been helping us out? That's right. Do you finally understand the reality of the situation? That's why I've given up on you and Brian. We've broken off our relationship. I will no longer be involved with you as a family member. We will no longer be involved as a family. You will be the one who borrowed the money and I'm the one who lent it. Then, you better work hard and pay me back. I will check with the school to see if they can pay back the tuition. From now on, you will earn your own tuition while also paying me back. And help your father's debt too. That's impossible. I'm in medical school. I'm in med school and I'm just trying to keep up with my studies. I can't afford a part-time job. I'm a minor and it's not right to ask me to pay back the money. You kicked me out and tried to hire a housekeeper. How dare you? Medical school is for elites, right? You are a health major, so you can't be a doctor. Your academic performance is at the bottom level of the current faculty. I don't know how you could have determined that you are an elite. But if you're going to be an elite, good luck with that. I'll have you pay for it and I'll never help you again. What about the tuition you didn't pay for? What? Dad can't pay it, and I can't pay it either. If you can't pay, that means it's over. I've gone to all this trouble to get into medical school. Isn't that too much? Isn't it because you don't listen to others and just do whatever you want? Besides, if you want to be a medical professional so badly, you could have studied harder on your own, couldn't you? You didn't seem to study that hard in high school either. I know you skipped cram school too. No, that was not skipping. You finally realized what you were capable of when I started failing in college. Well, I hope you will take this opportunity to work hard from now on. I won't help you or take care of you, though. I'm a stranger to you to begin with, of course, right? Natalie, are you going to abandon me so easily? You thought of me as your daughter, didn't you? Well then, let me ask you the opposite. Did you ever think of me as your mother? No, but that's a different thing. Right? That's what I mean. I tried in the beginning. Even if I couldn't be a real mother, I thought we could be a good family. But in the end, it just didn't work out. I've given up. So can I ask you to stay out of my life? Natalie, wait! I'm sorry! I'll give you a new key to the house. No, that's fine. I have already learned my lesson from you and Brian. From now on, you guys will have to live together with a lot of debts. I wish you the best of luck.
Natalie, please, at least respond. I've been trying to reach you. You said we should talk.
Yes?
Mary told me.
About what? I don't know what you're talking about.
I think what she did really sucked. But you're insane to cut me off so abruptly. I thought we were supposed to support each other as a couple.
What are you saying at this point? Don't you understand yet that you brought this to yourself?
Why do you say that?
If you had been honest with Mary from the beginning, you wouldn't have gotten into this mess. I would have forgiven your corporate failure, your debt, and your affair.
Huh? Affair?
Don't worry. That's the only thing I didn't tell Mary. If she knew her father was such a scumbag, she would be devastated, right? You won't be able to pay her tuition, and she won't be able to continue going to college. And she'll have to support you by working part-time.
Wait a minute. I'm not cheating on you.
Yeah, I'm not at the point where I want to have that discussion anymore. I've left the rest to the lawyers, and you should focus on yourself and your daughter. I'm not going to waste any more of my time on you, and I'm not going to get involved. You need to get yourself in order. I think you should think about your daughter a little. Well, goodbye, Brian. Now please work with my lawyer, okay? It's been a while. I wanted to drop you a text today to let you know something. Would that be okay?
What?
What's up with you? I wonder if you've learned a little social manner. Natalie, I have decided to quit medical school. If I do so, it seems that the tuition you paid in advance will be refunded. I will repay you with that. I didn't expect to hear from you again, but I see. Okay, I'll leave the rest to my lawyer. I contacted you directly because I wanted to apologize. An apology? I heard from the lawyer and my dad. Everything you said was true. And yet, I didn't understand it at all. I'm really sorry. You don't have to apologize anymore. It won't change anything. But I'm glad you've grown up enough to apologize. You did a lot for me, but I didn't realize it until this happened. I'm really sorry. I know it's too late now, but from now on, I'll do my best to make up for my actions. Okay, I understand. You are still young, so you will be fine. Learn from this experience and do your best from now on. I'm sorry you couldn't keep going to college. I hope you find what you really want to do. You knew about it? Yeah, of course. I had been watching you for a while. I could sense that you were interested. Actually, I couldn't tell you this for a long time, but I wanted to be a chef. I really like your cooking, and I wanted to be able to cook well like that. I didn't know that. That's a new one for me. But then, I went on to medical school, so I couldn't pursue my dream anymore. Still, every time I ate your cooking, I wished I could cook like you. Oh, I'm so glad. I can't believe you felt that way about my cooking. Love is a secret to cooking. I'm so happy to know that you feel that love too. Yes, I was always really impressed by your cooking. Besides, I wanted to try making various dishes myself, so I practiced little by little. That's wonderful. Cooking is all about practice and effort, so keep at it and you'll get better at it. Thank you very much. From now on, I will work harder to become a chef. If you decide to do so, go ahead with confidence. I think you have the talent for it. Thank you, Natalie. When you say so, it gives me courage. I support your dream. The path of a chef may be tough, but if you have passion, you will succeed. Yes, I will never give up. I want to be able to cook wonderful food like yours. That's the spirit. I'm sure you can do it. I hope you make a good chef, so keep up the good work. Goodbye, Mary. I sincerely wish you success on your new path. Since then, Mary has been making good progress on her new path. She has been working hard on her studies as a chef, and the results are gradually showing. I feel a little relieved. Her passion and hard work are truly amazing, and I am sure she will continue to grow and develop. On the other hand, Brian seems to be living a lonely life alone because his daughter hates him. Because of his past actions, his relationship with Mary has been completely cut off. Brian has had to accept this fact and is now spending his days reflecting on his actions. I hope he will recover for a brighter future. I myself have started a new life. I have found new hobbies and am spending my time in a positive way, enjoying my days more and more. I hope to continue to cherish my life and continue to take on new challenges.